Oh, hey.
Oh, hi. Oh, hey there.
Back again?
I've never left.
No.
I've been here the whole time.
It's like he's just been sleeping here.
Actually, I've been working out, getting a sick pump over here. Thanks for coming in into my workout.
So, guys, actually, Juji just hit
3 PRs.
3 PRs in one training session. Check out that video. It's going to be up here, floating around. So what we wanted to do is kind of continue on with your training session. So if you're hitting chest, if you're prepping for some bodybuilding, right? What does a chest or an upper body workout look like for you? You always start with something heavy?
Yeah. So most of the year, I'm going to start with something heavy. Not a heavy barbell bench press, but maybe like one top set of really heavy dumbbell press. By really heavy, I might mean like, okay, so there's some guys in the gym that can do like the 150s for like 10, but it just maxes them out, and if they try to second set, they get like 5 reps.
Right.
That's what I mean, like one top set of something heavy, just to get things firing, then you start moving on to your isolation work. Okay. So that's kind of the way I do it. Now, closer to contest prep, I kind of cut out the heavy shit because I don't have the energy for it, right? But the barbell bench press today was super heavy.
Yeah, it was.
And that was a good start. That's what I would normally do, would be something super heavy. So now I'm going to move on to the isolation work to do the things that actually built my chest up, because barbell bench press never built my chest.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
So what do we got first?
Well, I'm just kind of looking around the room. I found you guys got this thing over here, which
thing.
I've been messing with the settings, and I got it the way I want it.
Excellent.
I'm going to go with that. And then chest fly, I'm a really, really big fan of flies. So I'm going to go with this. And then I'm going to go move on to the dumbbells over there and do some hex press.
Ooh, good choice.
Hex presses are good. Yeah. Especially at the end of a workout. I really like them at the end as a kind of a finisher, because I don't know, they work better that way. I have no science there. I just think they're better at the end of the workout. So yeah, let's go through it. But yeah, this is what I want to start with. I like the lever press machines. Like even like something at like a hotel gym will have these cheesy like chest machines.
You've been at a few hotel gyms that have been
good,
legit.
Man.
That have been absolutely legit.
I've lucked out. Yeah, it's sometimes it's worth spending just a little bit more money for a hotel when you're traveling, because you don't know, you might find a really good gym at the hotel. So yeah, I'm here, and I like these machines because, you know, they're like, oh, it's not functional because you're locked in, but like I can get a really good like feel here.
And one of the things that I think is
you know?
important is the fact that you took time to figure out the settings, right? The height, the appropriate.
Yeah, before you guys walked over here, I dicked around with about 3 or 4 times to find it. And sometimes I have to do these machines in a way that's just a little awkward looking. So watch this. So this is what I found I liked. Is this kind of like got a good incline feel, really good stretch back here. But look at my hand placement. So this is what feels best.
Yeah.
This isn't like, no one is going to teach you how to do this. I just figured this shit out, you know. It's
and
like
it is by feel.
Yeah, it's by feel. And then I'm going to flare the elbows out a bit more, and just really press through. Keep the shoulder, keep my head back. Really try to like focus on the chest and really squeeze at the top. And I need more weight.
So guys, one of the things that Juji does a very good job of, and I've seen it in your videos and just in your own training, is you take the time to assess how something feels, right? Like you may have a plan going into it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I only have access to this machine, this situation. It's like, how can I get the most out of what I have? And you give yourself that time and to kind of figure that out.
Yeah, you have to. Because if it doesn't feel right.
Because a lot of people will jump on this machine, right? They'll jump on this machine and just be like,
this is
fine, this is good.
Yeah.
Right? They don't even think about it.
Right.
But you take the time to kind of feel and kind of adjust. Because when we're talking about like biomechanics, like there's this whole litany of ways to do things. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's your program, it's your training. It needs to feel a certain way. And it's based on outcomes.
Because it's your body.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what he said. It all comes down to, after all that stuff, it is your body. It's different than other people. So you'll have some people that are really like one machine, other people that won't like it at all. And some people like this exercise and some people don't. I mean, I don't need to really tell you guys that because you know it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Just because you don't like something doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it, because if you're a competitive powerlifter, you're going to have to do the big 3. Sorry, there's no way around it. But if you can build them in the best way possible, it's probably going to be different because your body's different.
Right. Now, thinking sets and reps on something like this.
You know, it sounds very like bro-y, but it's just like 3 sets of 10, man. Or like 3 sets of 10 to 20.
And you make it a difficult set of 10, right?
Yeah, I'm trying. Stop talking to me.
God, who is this guy?
It's just a part of the course with this machine. Hey, look at my pants.
Pretty good.
Polka dots, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't classify them as pants.
Man, when
There's
I
a length thing.
when I was a teenager, I used to wear the dumbest shit in the gym sometimes.
And
I wouldn't even feel embarrassed.
This is different?
Well, it's still dumb, yeah. I just say it's all. I remember one time, I was like maybe 20, and my old gym was across there. It was a high school across it, so I finished working out. The high schoolers get off school, and I had these orange short shorts that were almost pink, and I'm like, where they were way up there with like these Adidas white shoes and like a cutoff like this. And all these teenagers are walking across the street like laughing at me, like pointing at me. I thought it was so funny. These girls and guys are laughing at me. And I pull my shirt down, and I'm like, hey, if I do this, it looks like I'm not wearing any pants at all. And the girls are laughing so hard, they think it's funny, and the guys are just like, they're like,
oh, no. Pants on.
Oh no, the guy is not taking himself serious. We can't laugh at him now. No, it's just fun, man. We're just having fun, man. It's all good. I have about 30 of these in my gym. They're like roaches. They're everywhere. Well, I don't have roaches in my gym.
Are they
but
magnetic?
This is one of the most important things I think for training that people overlook. Just like you can buy like 6-pack of these on Amazon for like $6. Best investment you can have. They're magnetic too. Yeah.
Or you can buy them on elitefts.com. Just kidding.
You do not sell time.
Soon.
But
private label timer.
Dude, like timing your rest sets is one of the most important things in my opinion. It does so much for guys who are trying to get strong. A lot of times they jump into the next set without resting long enough. If you actually timed yourself, you'd be like, ah, shit, I gotta wait an extra minute.
And that's actually funny that you mentioned that. I'm working on an article about rest periods.
Yeah.
And how the majority of people who are trying to get stronger end up just doing aerobic work.
Right.
In the gym because they're just like, no, we're good. Just
right.
do it again. It's like, well, that's not the same thing. That's not what we're looking to do.
Right.
So that's really smart.
I'm glad you're writing that article. People need to read it, man.
Yeah.
It's important. If you want to get strong, you need to rest a long time between sets.
Because it's about the effort that you exert.
Yeah.
Every set, right? You need to be able to maximize
right.
it over and over and over. Right?
Just give you guys a quick example of someone that does this. A lot of people look up to Clarence Kennedy, one of the best Olympic lifters in the world. When he trained with me, he rested exactly 13 minutes in between every set of squats. He'd do 5x5 squats. Every time he did a rep, it looked like he was about to go to failure. He just did another one, and then he'd sit down with his little watch and look at it and be like 13 minutes, and he'd sit there and do nothing.
Wow.
Here's the other good thing about timers. If you're training with someone, it's like, oh, I gotta go now.
Yep, hit it.
You don't have to be like, oh, I'm sorry, let me start training, you know? So it's a good social buffer too. All right, let's do this one. Good. Had a good feel to it. So that's my favorite rest period right there. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's like my gravity. So that's I think for like if you're doing like knee wrap squats.
Oh yeah.
Near your top sets. Fuck, you need way longer than that.
Oh yeah.
If you're doing top sets of anything, you need way longer than this. But for like bodybuilding work like this, like 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 10, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. A little longer than a lot of people want. But if you're not strong in your sets, man, I'm sorry, I think it's important.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry, it's important. You know?
Because you're trying to push a variable every single time you train.
Right.
Right? Either the weight, the reps, something. You're trying to get better at something every single time you train.
Right.
So if you're not allowing yourself to even recover between set to set, you're just not getting it, the stimulus high enough for growth to happen.
I just don't think reducing rest time in between sets is the best for building strength or muscle.
No.
And building strength or muscle are the best assets you can have to make body composition changes. If you want to lose fat later, it's going to be a lot easier if you're strong and got some muscle on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that's the one you don't fuck with.
No, you just got to do it.
Yeah. All right, last set here.
There you go.
This one feels good, man. Sit back a little bit, try something a little different.
Stretch. There you go.
Yeah, just kind of wiggle around, try things different. Just people pick all these exercise varieties of the muscle different ways. Sometimes you can just do it on one machine. So what if I just sink back here, do it like this? What if I shorten up here? Okay, see, I'm feeling okay. You're not supposed to use the shoulders. Well, fuck it. Feeling more chest now, so maybe they're wrong. Swing back. That gave me a rest for a second. Oh, no, that's it. I'm done.
Do it. Hey,
all right.
There we go. Beautiful.
All right, so we gotta find another exercise.
I feel good.
So I just tried to do some dips off camera, and something felt a little off here.
Funky.
It's okay. It's not injured. It's just like, okay, we'll just pass on that one for the day. I'm gonna do a hex press instead, to sometimes be able to pivot and work out. Okay, so what do you guys do if you're like, you got these powerlifters like, I gotta do these things. Do they know they can pivot?
It's funny because here on the weekends, we'll go in and be like, all right, what sort of max effort thing are we doing today or whatever? What's the focus of today?
Yeah.
And then after we kind of decide that, it's like, all right, how did that look? How did that feel? What do we need to kind of pivot and adjust to kind of help build that? Because we're always looking for performance. We're always looking for try to lift more weight.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, you failed because your triceps failed at the top. All right, I think we need to pivot your accessories to kind of emphasize that level.
All right.
So we always have that level of flexibility.
And then same, because most of you guys can be banged up at times too. It's like,
and you don't know.
Well, we find a tricep accessory, like, okay, we got to work on that because your lockout sucks. You get, oh, this fucking hurts. We'll find something.
Well, like you said, even with the dips, right? It's like you had that massive bench earlier. Check out that video too. But you don't know how your body's going to react to that on that day.
Yeah.
Right? Say you came out, you're like, oh, this fucking elbow is jacked. I'm not going to do that. It's like, okay, we need to pivot to how do you be able to hit the goal you need to with what form that you came into the gym with for that day.
Right.
So that always has to be baked in to whatever it is we're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I do that too. It's just I'm wondering how many people that you work with and how many people in the community like don't do that. Like they're like, no, I have to do this.
Oh, well, that's it. They think the program is the biggest thing as opposed to you trying to figure out, or what's the principle that you're trying to hit for that day.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. Well, my timer didn't go off.
No, how much you got?
I forgot to use it. Yeah.
Hey, there we go. Let's do it.
If you don't use something, it's not going to work, is it? All right. And I like to do these flat. You can do them incline and decline.
I've seen them with both.
I see most people do them incline now, but I just like them flat. I like doing it on the floor too. It's all good.
And you're constantly trying to apply pressure the whole time.
Yeah, I feel most of it's right there at the very end, honestly.
Yeah.
This is just, I don't know. It's mostly at the end.
Oh my God, it was that first time I read that. I know people thought it was real, and then you went into it, Jen. I heard the person was and said you stacked on top.
Wow. I do 2 sets of those.
So jacked.
One's good.
Yeah.
2 sets is good.
Yeah, because those are pretty intense.
I mean, I'm already freaking tired from everything else. Yeah.
Yeah.